Okay, this guy's gonna have to be out. He's too big to fit. But he's not. The Allosaurus, he can fit in here. And that is a repop of actually the first dinosaur set I had as a kid. That's Allosaurus. Who, by the way, is an absolutely cool dinosaur. He's not going to fit. Okay, now. Meanwhile, see what's next. Because I brought a bunch of them out. I may end up using several. But we're going to go with that for right now. Now, let's go ahead and check this out. Got to paint here, but I'm going to go ahead and see about laying another coat onto this thing, because it's starting to dry a little bit. Where's my brush? There it is. Clean this green up. And let's go ahead and lay in some more yellow. It's going to have to be a couple of coats. I suspect probably several. It's going to have to act as its coloring and its primer. But we're getting there. Now, let that dry a minute while we figure out what color needs to be over here. We've got a blue pterodactyl. Now, green would not work. Green's going to clash. Green's going to clash sure as God made little green apples. I may end up going to go get some other colors. Black's way too dark. I only brought it in for accents. Let me see. I'll tell you what, while I'm trying to noodle over that, let's go ahead and figure out what color is going to fit with our green Bronto. Honestly, I think the yellow will work. Even though there's probably a little much. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go grab some other colors. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I brought back real red and light mocha. And light mocha is where we're going to put up here for the Brontosaurus. Because, yeah, it's beige, and I think it'll look good with the green. So, what I'm discovering is that making these things are not easy. So, anybody who makes these collages and these assemblages, they got my respect. Because that's some work. Ain't no lie. And I'm probably going to have to go in and do a couple of coats on this one too. Because it's still trying to pull a little bit of wet paint from off the frame. But it's not bad. Still doesn't look too bad. And I think that'll be okay. It's a little bit... But seeing as it's not like mechanical components or whatever, it's not going to be that big an issue. I mean, I made something similar up there when I made my bath escape, if you remember. That guy right there. That was a lot of mechanical components and metallics and all. Not quite the same thing. Alright, we're going to glue our dinosaur in now. So, I want him standing right there. I'll pull all these stringers off of him. Now, believe it or not, I actually have room for another dinosaur. Blue actually does not look too bad, so let's see if we can get him to stand up in here. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So what we're going to do, and what this is a Trachodon, also known as a Natosaurus, a duck-billed dinosaur. And push him back just a hair. I don't want him touching the Brontosaurus. No one touches the Brontosaurus or puts baby in a corner. There's a double reference there if anybody can get it. Now, there we go. It's close to touching, and it's maybe a little closer than I like, but I think it'll be okay. Let's see how that looks. Actually, I kind of dig it. Now, let's go ahead and paint the next part of it. Now, I was thinking about something that would go really well with the pterodactyl. And since the pterodactyl is blue, you kind of need a different color. Now, what I'm decided I'm going to go with is red. In this case, real red. It's another acrylic paint. I'll go ahead and clean my brush down. And hopefully the brown paint that's in here around the edges has already dried up, because I did wipe it down. So maybe that'll help just a hair. Just gotta keep from getting paint all over Carnation. There you go. Now he's going to be glued up against this thing. He's going to be the only one that's not actually glued standing up on the shelving, because I'm going to glue him actually against the panel. Now, we're going to save the best for last. We are going to paint one of these squares black. That's going to be this one over here. So we're going to put our volcano in there. As soon as I figure out what I'm going to make my volcano out of. I do know I'm going to try to use kind of pink stained cotton balls for the smoke and fire and what all. But not sure beyond that. So we are going to paint this black right in here. I said I'm wanting to kind of trying to recapture the feel of the dinosaur play sets I had as a kid. I do regret that we can't fit Tyrannosaurus into this thing, but he's simply too tall and he would be in the way. Alright guys, we're back. That was our regularly scheduled battery fail, brought to you by Never Ready. Now, I'll finish painting our square over here. As you can see, I know it looks a little rough around the edges, but I'm trying to keep from sloshing paint in places where I don't want it, but that's going to be a little tricky. And I'll probably have to come in with a smaller brush and kind of touch all this up. Because the volcano's the only thing I can't do tonight, because I ain't figured out exactly how I'm going to do it. I mean, the fact remains we need a volcano. Let me move this out of the way. I'll let that paint dry again, and then we'll grab my paint rag. I don't know why I threw it over here. I'll go ahead and douse this center square with another blast of yellow. Oh, got paint where I didn't need it. A little bit more. And that's probably going to have to wait till morning too. Probably should have put a panel or something over it or something like that, but it is what it is. I still may end up coming in and gluing a small canvas or something in there. Kind of hold this up. Now, there we go. Grab a little bit more of this. We'll let all that paint dry in here. That actually looks not too bad now. Now, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and try to see if I can get this blue in here where it belongs now. If I can, let me clean off this brush good so we don't have any repeats. Then I'll probably have to use a smaller brush and touch up places where I've got paint off sides. Side is still but it now at least looks like blue. I have to do a couple of coats to get past this bright beige, but at least it's starting to look like blue. One more coat. Alright, now I'll go ahead and wash off this. We'll check. I've got some places where the paint's flattered, and that's going to have to be touched up again. So what we're going to do is we'll put this brush, I'm going to rinse this brush off and put it back over here. I'm going to grab this little flathead brush right here, and I'm going to use it to touch up the little places. You'll kind of see what's going on, where I've got a little bit of paint that has jumped off sides where I don't want it. Now, we're going to see if we can get it touched up best as I can. And I'll probably have to do this from all angles. There we go. It ain't perfect, but it'll do. I still got some wet khaki paint on this wall over here, so clean that off and try it again. Now, as you can see, we got a little thumbprint right here that needs to come off. And I'll have to kind of check it all the way around. I'll probably let some of this paint dry and come back and finish it in the morning. But so far, so good. Tell you what, we're going to let some of this dry till morning. So when I get back in the morning, we'll touch up the rest of this. And until then, I will see you guys one and all. Well, I ain't going to say that because we'll finish this video up and then we'll put it together. Alright, bye-bye.